Weight gain, irritability, depression. Sound like you? Sounds like most women, right? Well, for some women and men, actually, they say these symptoms could be a sign of hormone decline. Something that starts in your 20s. It can make life pretty miserable, but there are options out there, and the one you hear the most about is hormone replacement therapy. And if you're wondering what it entails and if you're a good candidate, we have some of the answers for you. And Dawn Peters is a clinical manager at the Lohad Center. She joins us with more details. And we're also joined by Erlene Kennan. She is a client of the Lohad Center. And Erlene, we'll get to you in just a second. But Dawn, we'll start off with you. So tell us just a little bit about bioidentical hormones. We hear this all the time. For those who might not be familiar, what's it all about?
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Bioidentical hormones are basically a plant-based natural hormone that come from compound pharmacies. They're mixed based on the prescription that a physician will write. What's important to know about them is they're identical molecule to molecule to the human body. That means that the body will accept it readily. It's the same hormone we already have in our body. Unlike a synthetic hormone, which is commonly found in your normal retail pharmacies out in town, they're not identical to the body's hormones, so the body sometimes doesn't like that. The beauty of bioidentical hormones is that they enable us to feel better faster. At the Lohad Center, Dr. Young, our medical director, he could prescribe any type of hormone that's potentially needed, anywhere from estrogen, which is the good estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEA, cortisol, thyroid, melatonin, maybe some growth hormone. It just all depends on the individual. It really, truly is not a one-size-fits-all, but a customized type of hormone.
So if there's somebody out there watching right now and they're thinking, maybe I need this kind of treatment, what are some of the symptoms that they should be on the lookout for?
Lots of different symptoms. The symptoms that we start to look at with depletion of hormones are things such as weight gain, muscle loss, decrease in libido, mood changes, irritability, loss of sleep, depression, fatigue, headaches, bloating, inability to sleep, mental fogginess, that muscle tone, skin loss, hot flashes, night sweats. There's a lot of different choices out there.
Yeah, and a lot of women are like, okay, that one, yes, that one for me too.
A lot of the times we start to decline in our hormones in our late 20s, and by about age 35 to 40 is when we should start thinking about replenishing them. Yeah. And it's never too late, because people are starting to take back their lives. We have people in their 70s and 80s that have found great benefits from taking hormones.
And does it work? Do you think that your clients are seeing good results?
Absolutely. You're looking at medical science at its best.
And Erlene's over there going, I know it. So
it truly is. There's hundreds of clinical studies that have shown that using hormone therapy has promoted and shown to have great benefits, such as healthiness, healthier way of living, energy, sexuality. I mean, you're looking at board-certified physicians using sophisticated tests and medical protocols that are producing life-altering results.
Well, and let's talk about those life-altering results, because Erlene, I had a chance to talk to you about what this has done for your life. How have you noticed this treatment changing you on a daily basis?
Well, first of all, I was watching a program, and a physician mentioned that if your waistline was larger than 35 inches, you're headed for type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I paused the television, went to get a tape measure, measured my waistline, was shocked. I was the kind of mom, like many of the women out there, put their children first, their career. So I started Googling and looking up anti-aging clinics, bumped across Suzanne Summers' video and thought, wow, she looks fantastic for her age. Found 2 or 3 different anti-aging clinics in Jacksonville, did some research on each one of them, and met with the Lohad, I was going to say sisters. It's a wonderful place. The first thing the doctor did was take my blood work, and so many of us go to a doctor's office, start talking about some symptoms, and all they do is write out prescriptions. You're in there for 7 minutes, you walk out with a ton of prescriptions, and I knew deep in my core that that's not the route I want to take. I met with them. First thing he did was my blood work. 10 days later, the results of my blood work, I walked in, he goes, Miss Kennan, you are lethargic. I don't know how you get around. And I knew that I was exhausted. I kept on putting more and more weight on. I have 3 children, and he put me on compounded progesterone and thyroid, and I have lost 48 pounds, over 50 inches. My energy level is completely different, and I highly recommend them.
Well, what you said was interesting about Saturdays were your hibernation day, because you knew you had a lot to do on Sunday.
Sunday, yes,
and
it's true.
Now, are you still hibernating on Saturday?
Absolutely. I mean, my husband would, bless his heart, we've been married for 30 years, would want me to go places with him. And I said, honey, I cannot move. I cannot work a full work week and then all day Sunday at church. So Saturday was my hibernation day, and I've completely changed. It's non-existent.
It is non-existent.
No.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really saying something, because I think that's a lot of the things you hear from women more often than not, you know, and at any age, it's like, I am just so exhausted,
Yeah.
and you think it's the kids, you think it's this, that, or the other, but a lot of times, would you say it's just your hormones?
It's deficiency. The body is looking for something, and that's the body's telling you, I need help.
Okay.
Is the fatigue and the exhaustion.
We've run out of time, but you guys have a very cool special.
We do. We have a
for
great.
the ladies and men out there. 'Cause
Men
this,
and
this
women,
works for
absolutely.
Men too.
Hormones are definitely designed for both. The offer is until the end of June. If you call and make an appointment with us, for you and a friend, your appointment will be free.
Great.
Yeah, it's a good
And
savings.
it's a very in-depth appointment. You just don't get in there and get the
Absolutely.
prescriptions and get
No.
out. It's the blood work, it's the one-on-one. Thank you, ladies, so much
Thank
for
you for
sharing
having us
your
again.
story. That's very cool. We want to thank our friends at the Lohad Center, of course, for sponsoring this segment and for telling us about the health and wellness services that they provide. And if you'd like to take advantage of that special offer, and that is you make an appointment and mention this segment, you get a free doctor's visit. So if you come in with somebody and then you bring somebody with you, you get a free visit for that person or for yourself. All right, we'll give them a call at 645-8778, or you can log on to lohadcenter.com.